Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are building this drawing app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in the previous video, we added the functionality of full screen mode and also the dark mode. Now in this video, we will add the functionality of drawing on this canvas. So here we can see that we can select any color that we want from here and we can draw it right here. We can also increase and decrease the brush size and draw it according to that. So in this video, we will add this functionality. Let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to reference some of the elements from the HTML. So we need to reference the canvas. So here we can see we have the canvas and we have an idea of drawing canvas for that. And then we need to reference the color picker. So if we scroll up, here we can see we have the color picker and we have an ID of color picker for this. And then we need to reference the brush input. So this is the brush input. So it has an ID of brush size. And then we also need to update the brush size value. So we need to reference this span as well with an ID of brush size value. And then we'll also reference this clear canvas button over here, which has an ID of clear canvas. So let's go to our main.js file and let's reference these elements. So here let's type const and let's type canvas equals document.getElementById, and here let's type drawing canvas. And the next thing we need to reference is the color picker. So let's type const color picker equals document.getElementById, and for the color picker we have an ID of color picker. And once we reference the canvas, let's also create a const called ctx, which is the context, and let's set it equal to canvas.getContext, and let's type 2D over here. So this will help us draw 2D shapes into our canvas. Alright, the next thing we need to reference is the brush size input. So let's type brush size input and let's set it equal to document.getElementById, and let's type brush size. And then we need to reference the brush size value. So let's type const brush size value equals document.getElementById. Let's type brush size value. And then we need to reference the clear canvas button. So let's type const, let's call it clear button equals document.getElementById. Let's type clear canvas. This is the ID. Right now let's go ahead and create some variables over here. So let's type let's call it is drawing. So this will keep track of whether we are drawing or not. And by default, let's set it to false. And then let's create a variable called last x, which is the x coordinate of the mouse pointer. And let's create one more for last y, which is the y coordinate. Now this will give us the mouse position on the screen. The x coordinate is horizontal and the y vertical. Right now let's create a function called setContextProperties. So let's type setContextProperties. And in this function, we will set up our brush for drawing. So let's type ctx, which is the context that we created right here. And let's type ctx.stroke style. And here we need to get the value of the color picker. So let's type color picker dot value. So this will give us the value of the color. Now let's type ctx dot line width. And for the width of the line, we need to get the value of the brush size input. So let's type brush size input dot value. And then we need to type ctx dot line cap. We need to set it to round, and ctx dot line join. We need to set it to round as well. So this will make sure that we have smooth and rounded lines when we draw. And let's go ahead and create another function called resize canvas. This will help us retain the correct mouse positions and the drawing when we resize the canvas. So let's type const, and first of all let's store the image data inside a const called image data. Let's set it equal to ctx dot get image data, and here we need to pass the x value, the y value, and the canvas width and height. So let's type 0 0 for the top left, and let's type canvas dot width and canvas dot height. And now we need to sync the internal canvas size with the CSS width and height. So the CSS width and height is the width and height of this HTML element. So let's go ahead and type canvas dot width equals canvas dot client width, and let's type canvas dot height equals canvas dot client height. And now let's go ahead and type ctx dot put image data, and here we need to pass the image data and the x and the y values. So the image data is basically this one right here. So let's type image data. Let's type 0, 0 for x and y. So this will restore the drawing after the resize. And in the end, let's also call this function called set context properties, so that it reapplies the stroke styles after resizing. So let's type set context properties. Alright, now let's call this function at the beginning. So let's type resize canvas. Alright, now let's create the function to actually draw on the canvas. So let's type const draw, and we'll get some value inside this function. So let's call it e. And first of all, we need to check whether we are drawing. So let's type if exclamation is drawing. So if you are not drawing, then we'll just return from this function. And if you are drawing, then let's go ahead and first of all set the context properties. So let's type set context properties, which will set the stroke style, the line width, and all these things over here. And then we need to type ctx, which is the context, dot begin path. And after that, we need to type ctx dot move to. So we need to move to last x and last y, which we created right here. And after that, we need to draw a line. So let's type ctx dot line to, and we need to move to the current position, which is e dot offset x. So e is the value that we get from here. So let's type e dot offset x and e dot offset y. And then to actually draw the line, we need to type ctx dot stroke. So this will draw the line from the starting of the mouse pointer to the new position. And we also need to update the last x and last y values after this. So let's type last x comma last y equals e dot offset x and e dot offset y. So this is our draw function. Now let's go ahead and add some event listeners to the canvas so that our app knows that we are drawing. So let's type canvas dot add event listener. Let's listen for the mouse down event, and here let's type e. So when we click and the mouse is down, we need to make sure that the is drawing variable is set to true. So for that, let's go ahead and type is drawing equals true, and we need to update the last x and last y position. So let's type last x last y equals e dot offset x e dot offset y. Alright, now when we move the mouse and if we are drawing, then we need to go ahead and call this draw function. So let's type canvas dot add event listener, and let's listen for the mouse move event, and here let's call the function called draw. And now let's type canvas dot add event listener, and let's listen for the mouse up event. So when we stop drawing, then we'll just go ahead and create an inline function over here, and let's type is drawing is set to false. And even when we leave the canvas, we need to set the is drawing to false. So let's type canvas dot add event listener. Let's listen for the mouse leave event, and let's create an arrow function, and let's go ahead and type is drawing equals false. Now this should help us draw on our screen. So let's go back to our website and let's see whether it is working. So let's draw something, and we can see that we are able to draw on the screen. Now here we can go ahead and change the color. So let's change this to this color right here, and the color is also changing over here, but the color is not updated right here. So for that, let's go back to our CSS. I think we have some problems in the styling. So let's go to the input of color. So here for the input of color, we are setting the display to none. So we need to set the border to none, not the display to none. So let's type border none. Now we can see that the correct color is being displayed over here, and we are able to change the color. And let's change the brush size. And the brush size is also changing. Now when we move this slider, we also need to update this brush size value. So let's do that. Let's go back, and here in our JavaScript, let's go ahead and create an event listener for the brush input. So let's type brush input dot add event listener. Let's listen for the input event, and here let's type e, and here in this arrow function, let's go ahead and type brush input value dot text content equals e dot target dot value. So this will give us the value of the input field and store it to the brush size value span. So let's go back to our website. Let's check it out, and we can see that the value is updated over here on the right side. Alright, now the last thing we will do in this video is make this clear canvas button work. So here, let's go ahead and type clear canvas or clear button dot add event listener. Let's listen for the click event and let's create an arrow function. Here let's go ahead and type ctx and we can just type clear rect. So this will clear everything inside our canvas. So we need to pass the x and the y values and also the width and the height. So let's type canvas width and canvas height. So with that, our clear button should work. So let's go back and let's draw something over here. Let's click on this clear button and everything is working all right. So that's basically how you can add the functionality of drawing in our drawing app. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.